Hey y'all. So a quick message before we get on to your video. I have posted a new installment of This Is Me. It is the most important This Is Me video I have ever posted or likely will post. That is no pomp and circumstance, that is the tea. So if after this video you can head on over and watch it, that would mean the world to me. The link to that video will be in the description box below of your reading. And with that being said, on to your reading. Thanks. Hey Leos, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be taking a look at your second half of October general reading here. So in your meditation, I was taken immediately to the image of the Eight of Cups. And I saw an image of the Leo collective, as it were, standing on a beach at nighttime. It's actually the Eight of Cups as it's depicted in the Witch's Tarot deck by Dugan, which I happen to be using today, as you will soon see. But I saw an image of you guys standing on like a rock, kind of just off from the shore, right? And I saw these waves crashing, and I kept getting this feeling like the longer you stood there, you were gonna get taken in, like there was a tidal wave coming and you needed to move. You needed to move away to safety. And I kept hearing someone say to you, like, move, move, move. That is not a safe space to be. Move, move, or you're gonna drown. And it carried out to sea, not in a fun way. And then I saw this kind of golden door open up on the side, and I saw someone reach through for you. And I saw the image of a turtle. So it felt like someone reaching through with the image of a turtle and holding out their hand to you. And then you finally, like at the last minute, like took this hand that was offered. It was kind of like an ace energy, you know, the image of the aces where it's like a hand coming out of the sky. It was like that. Only a hand coming up to offer you a way out, a way through, a way to somewhere better, safer. So you finally took the offer, you took the hand, and then you went to safety. And it was this beautiful golden light. And then I saw the wave come, and it was like you got out of there just in time. So Eight of Cups energy, let's just talk about that, is very much about moving away from any emotional aspects of your life or any aspects of your life that affect you emotionally, right? Which is, you know, it's a wide net there. Just going with the oceanic imagery here. But it's really about moving away and on to the great unknown, because you may not know what is coming up on the other side of you making a change, but you do know what you're walking away from. And sometimes the risk is really worth the reward in the sense that you may not know what's coming, but you know that it's going to be different than what is. And that feels like an upgrade in itself. If you think about the journey of the Eight of Cups as a transition point, and then you think about what comes after the Eight of Cups, it's a Nine of Cups, which is the wish fulfillment key. So if there's something in your life circumstances that emotionally does not feel like a safe place or safe waters for you, right? And you are being called or urged or looking for, you know, a way to transition out of that or walk away from that or make some needed changes, I'm hearing that the only way to get to where you desire to be is to be willing to walk away from where you are. Okay? I know that sounds like a bit heavy. It's like, oh, okay, it's gonna be like that, but let's go ahead and see what your cards say. Hey Leos, let's go ahead and see what your animal energy is for the second half of October. Second half of October, what is going on? Oh, brilliant. Okay. So for the second half of October, your animal energy is the wolf. Brilliant. So this is Capricorn energy coming in for you. A lovely earth energy here to provide stability and grounding and calm. You know, wolf medicine is very much about following your instincts, right? About being very closely tapped into what is right for you and what is not right for you, which equates it to the Hierophant in the Tarot. Now, what's really fascinating about this, and that is Taurus energy. Wolf energy is Capricorn, Hierophant energy is Taurus. You've got a lot of earth energy coming in. You know, the Hierophant is, in terms of practicality, if we're looking at like, practical tarot, the Hierophant is very much about structure, tradition, and a certain way of doing things that is really indisputable and a bit ineffable as well. So there's an aspect of, this is the way we go about it. This is the way it's always been done. There's a hierarchical structure to everything. And when we follow certain rules, things go a way that we can, expect them to go. So there's no room for mystery or no room for straying off the path, right? Now, what I really like about this for you in this context is that we were seeing this image of the Eight of Cups. And this aspect of your reality where you're being called to move away from something that is really not helping your emotional waters, that's resulting in a tidal wave of change in some way, shape, or form for you. And then we have the Hierophant, the wolf, coming in here to say, I can help you tap into that instinct to align with your highest and best path. But only if you're willing to tune in and listen and see and know, right? I will say, in terms of animal energies as well, like wolf is yes, there's an aspect of the pack, there's the aspect of the lone wolf, but the wolf isn't necessarily the most like overbearing of energies. It's a very gentle energy, and it also doesn't really care if you follow in its wisdom or not. There's some animal energies that can be incredibly persistent, but wolf is shy energy. It's sort of around, it's here, it's available to you, but it's only really going to work with and for you if you invite it to do so, and if you acknowledge it and you are an active participant in it, okay? It's a very gentle, safe boundary, non-imposing energy, which feels really nice. So let's see what's going on, Leos. Right. Ooh, look at you at the bottom there with the lion. Strength key. Knight of Pentacles. Very interesting. So I don't know if you know this, but you're about to know that he's my favorite knight. He's my absolute favorite of all the knights. More earth energy here for you, Leo. It's very interesting. The Knight of Pentacles is my favorite knight. And I like that he's showing up for you because he takes his time getting to where he's going. Yes, you can't rush him. You can't hurry him. He moves in his own time, in his own way. But when he gets to where he's going, that's it. That's done. He's not going anywhere else. He knows how to commit, honey. He knows how to commit and stay the course. He is not waverable, right? A storm can come. He's still going to stay the course, right? Another storm, a bigger storm can come. He's going to stay the course. Bright sunshiny day, still going to stay the course. He is constant. He is reliable. He is grounded. He is the kind of knight that you want on your side working with you. If you want to set goals, take action, and then meet those goals as a result of action taken and really divinely inspired action as well. He is the knight of pacing and endurance and vision. Right? It's really beautiful because the pentacles are about your physical experience, right? They're about the material world. They're about the monetary wealth that you get as a result of the work that you do or inheritance, your physical health, your home, all about the 3D aspects of life. So I do feel like this is coming up here around your finances and or your physical body and health as well, right? Let's see what else is going on. But I feel like this is saying too, like with that opening meditate, oh, so obsessed. With that opening I just got shivvies all over my body. Look who's on the bottom here. This is what I saw in your reading. Remember I said that it was from this deck and then we saw you on the rock and the water coming up and, oh, it's a dolphin. Never noticed that dolphin before. This is what I saw in your meditation and the waters were churning and the rising up and then the hand, golden doorway came from over here. I was going to say stage right. Really beautiful, really beautiful. Okay. So within your meditation and all of that, water and call to change, it's really, really nice to get this Knight of Pentacles coming and influencing you and being on your side, along with this wolf energy saying that, okay, again, you don't need to know where you're going, right? As a matter of fact, the Knight of Pentacles over any other night is very much about the journey, not the destination. about the process over the product. And I feel like you're being called to take another look at what your process is and your relationship to the journey, and what aspects of yourself may feel the need to know where you're going before you even set out on the road. Maybe taking a look at what that's about for you. So here we have the 10 of Cups, which is brilliant water energy for you. 10 of Cups is complete emotional fulfillment. This is happy home and family. This is abundance, right? But what's really fascinating that I am noticing about this is that, do you see how there's water here, but very calm water? Do you see this? Why do I feel like that wave has crashed and you walk through the door, and this is what was through the door that you took the hand? See how the hands are up? And I saw this hand coming through the door to bring you over there. What's really interesting about that is, remember I saw the turtle come through around that golden doorway? Turtle is 4 of Wands energy, which is very similar to 10 of Cups in that it's happy home and family, but it's also a celebration point. It's that 11 signs and synchronicities, where it's a time to really feel accomplished about where you've been and where you could go. 10 of Cups is reaching the pinnacle of that energy on the Cups, viewpoint, and going, wow. Because remember, Wands are about actions. Cups is about receiving and being in a place where you're like, wow, I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. Now, what's really interesting with this as well is we saw the 8 of Cups, right? We saw it in your meditation. It's here. Remember how we talked about the 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment? What I'm getting from this is, as you move away from things that are imbalanced in your life, or that are keeping you or resulting in you being off kilter, by taking some slow and steady and calculated thought around physical practices that you can do, about steps that you can take in your physicalized experience in order to move towards what your wish fulfillment is with that 9 of Cups, that road, that journey is what's the end of it, that rainbow, right? Calculated, taking your time getting to where you're going, not making choices from fear or anger, or although fear is really beneath anger, or lack mentality, or obligation, or coulda, woulda, shoulda, or whatever it is, right? Going, okay, let me just scale it back. Let me take my time. Let me just look at my steps, retrace if I need to, and really think about what in my physical world needs to be brought into balance and what needs to be nourished, so that I can get some divine inspiration about the calculated steps that I can take along my journey towards my wish fulfillment. And that is gonna just like boop, 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 skip you right over that into the 10 of Cups, right? I do feel like, because he looks like that's where he's going. Like the Knight of Pentacles is headed towards this scene, and then he shows up and it's like, oh, hello, right? But it feels like the way that you're gonna access this 10 of Cups reality is about slowing it down and getting purposeful, getting mindful about it, leaving some aspect of where you are that is feels like turbulent waters, okay? Not surprised at all. So we have the 2 of Swords here. And like I said, I'm not surprised at all to see this. So this is really about taking some time out. It is Swords energy, which means it rules the realm of the mind, right? That's Aquarius, that's Libra, that's Gemini energy, right? So this is really about taking some time out in stillness to balance your heart and your head, right? See how she has a blindfold on? And see how her arms are adapted to hold the weight of these 2 swords? If she just held them out willy-nilly, right, so to speak, she wouldn't be able to hold these swords for very long, but she's adapted. She's taken, and she's like, this is the position that I can hold these swords, and I'm gonna be here as long as I need to be, because my heart has something to tell me, my head has something to tell me, but I really need to make some time and space and quiet and stillness in order to access that knowledge, that message. Also, see how this lake behind her is very clear and still in a calm, reflective surface? It's rather acting as a counterpoint to those stormy seas that we saw in your opening meditation. I really feel like you're being asked about I don't really feel like it is if time and money were no object. I feel like it's saying, if you really acknowledge the reality that life is pretty short, and if you really connected with the truth that our time here in this physical body is finite, what changes might you enact so that you enjoy your life more and you feel better about what is and what could be? Okay, something about that. Let's go ahead and get some advice. get some advice for Leos. All right, well first, wait, is that still on the bottom? I do want to say I noticed on the bottom of both of these decks is the star, different ways. Star energy, which is Aquarius energy, which is another wish fulfillment key. So I just wanted to point that out. So your advice is the Seven of Swords. Really fascinating here, because Seven of Swords is about the ways in which we self-sabotage, or the stories that we tell ourselves, or that we were told that we adopt as our own that aren't true. So do you see how these jaguars back here are mirror images to each other? And there's two swords here and the mirror image. And then look at the two swords here in the mirror image of the lake. There's really something coming through for you here around being willing and able to acknowledge the truth of your situation, what is and is not working, and what adjustments want to be made within and for you within the context of the Eight of Cups, which is moving away from what is not working, so that you are able to achieve a reality that you truly deserve and from a soul perspective, desire, right? There's something in your vision that feels a bit skewed, and I feel like the wolf is coming in to say, I can help you see better in the moonlight, if only you're willing to really see, really look, right? But this is self-sabotage. So your advice is coming in to say, like, in which ways do you act as a disservice to yourself, or what mistruths are you operating under that could use some attention? Put it that way. Let's get an oracle. Let's get an oracle for my lions. Okay. Oracle for Leo. Oh, someone else got this. Who else got this? Maybe Cancer? So distance. So this is really brilliant and perfect for you, because this is, by the way, 1 + 4 = 5, number of change. Also the number of the Hierophant key in the Tarot, number 5. So distance. This is about how we can see the most clearly from a place of observation when we are at a distance. This is about getting access to that bigger picture, and again, being able to recognize that sometimes when we're up close to things, when we're really in the midst of it, we can't see as clearly. It's only by taking several steps back and really embracing that Two of Swords pose, where all of the information is available to you, because you're able to see the complete and entire picture, but also you're able, like that mirrored reflective surface, to see the truth within yourself, your own inner workings, your cogs and wheels and everything within you that maybe is not operating at maximum capacity, and acknowledging that before then you can move into that Knight of Pentacles energy and say, okay, slowly but surely I will get to where I'm going, right? But the Knight of Pentacles is really focused on the day-to-day, slow and steady progress. And you're being asked to really consider your relationship to that, even that concept as a Leo. You guys are fiery, you're passionate, you can be impulsive, right? So there's that aspect as well is okay, what's my relationship to slow and steady progress? How would I feel wearing the shoes of an earth sign? How would I feel about that? Fire and earth do not complement each other. They don't. It's fire and fire, or fire and air, right? But fire and earth don't complement each other. But you're being called to take on some of that earth wisdom for yourself, because it's going to be beneficial to you in some way. So think about that. Something to think about. With that being said, Leos, thank you so much for being here. I so hope that this helps and resonates. If so, please let me know in the comments below. I love reading your comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. One more thing. There is a video that I posted, the latest round of This Is Me. I'm asking you to please go watch that video as you sign off here. Very important message that I posted in that video that relates to this reading and all the other readings of this round. So I would appreciate if you could go and watch that. And with that being said, thank you again for being here. And most of all, and as always, thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.